Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, another live stream of consciousness from your boy, Buck Ballsy. Or the god, Buck Ballsy. The man, the myth, the legend. Excuse me. Peace and greetings to all. Ashe to the ancestors and the ones in the struggle. Struggle. It's not a struggle, though. It's a beautiful struggle. When your mind is right and you just ready to armor up every day and do what you got to do to push forth this love. You know what I mean? Put this love back in place on this planet. In its proper place. Put love at the forefront. And unity. And life. We celebrating life and abundance. You feel me? So I just seen like a motorcycle with a big Trump flag and a car with two American flags on it, the special looking ones though. It wasn't the regular American flag. Half of it had Trump on the back and the other side was like black and blue. I think it might have been the Blue Lives Matter flag or something like that. So I know when black people see those things, we take it as an affront to us. And now that I've done more history and knowledge, man, this thing is huge, man. I knew when this man got elected into office, I was seeing something I had never seen in my life. Like, black people only pointed out the whistleblowing he was doing, or the, not whistleblowing, but the dog whistling. But what we don't realize is that wasn't always just racist rhetoric towards blacks and Mexicans. Like, this is something that's been going on since the 1800s, since the Civil War. Freedom ain't free. That's one thing people don't realize. Freedom is not free, and you gotta fight for it. And I ain't on some patriotic, protect it and watch out for terrorists and me talking about fucking, just trying to take away people's rights and stuff and justifying us killing people overseas and all this in the name of America and democracy. No. I'm talking about this actual country, though. The Constitution has been undermined. When we sold ourselves to the bank, the Federal Reserve Bank, the IRS, all these things are unconstitutional, but they changed the Constitution, turned the U.S. into a corporation so that these things could take place. And we're all mini corporations within the corporation, capital letters and, social security numbers. So you're just an entity on the stock market within this corporation, this corporatocracy, America. But let me go back. I say all that to say they fighting for America, man. They fighting for what we know to be the ideals of freedom of speech and all these things and just the sovereignty of this country. You know what I mean? Like, so it's bigger than black and white. This shit is bigger than race. And that's why I see a lot of black people defecting from the Democratic Party and also waking up and speaking truth like myself. Because it's not about trying to get you to be Republicans. It's about waking all the people up to see that we've all been lulled to sleep and duped by this same rhetoric, two sides of the same thing. And this man that's in office now, he came and bucked it all. The Republicans didn't want him in, but the people chose him. They didn't think he would win the presidency, but the people chose him. And now what I pointed out today by telling you I saw people riding, supporting Trump. And before that, I saw a lady with just a sign by herself standing on the overpass with Trump. Yesterday, I was in LA and I saw Agenda 2020, no mandatory vaccines, the revolution. So obviously, they are probably with Trump too. They ain't put Trump on it because they don't need to. They just putting truth out there. But what I'm saying is people, if you watching the news all day, you're going to be sad in a couple days when Biden lose, just like when Hillary lost, because you thinking, there's no way this guy could win again. You ain't paying attention. You ain't did the research, and you ain't really in the streets looking around at what's going on, or else you ain't looking objectively you probably looking and getting your butt hurt, your feelings hurt, because you believe in something and you see these other people putting out a flag and you take offense to it. But when you get away from being offended and just think logically and critically and just look at the facts and look at what's around you, for one, Biden was never a good candidate. They're pushing him for a reason. Nobody really even likes Biden. And we all know just voting for somebody to get somebody out of office, that don't work. It ain't worked in my lifetime. They tried to vote for Hillary just so Trump wouldn't win. It didn't work. They tried to vote for whoever ran up against Bush the second time just because Bush was so terrible. It didn't work. You can't use that to justify putting somebody in office that the other person is terrible. That lesser of the two evils shit ain't working on people no more. And people are really inspired by what Donald Trump has done. A lot of people don't get it. They think he's silly and dumb and on Twitter. But come on, man. He is not dumb. If you think that, then you just missed it. It's just like calling somebody crazy like Kanye West and dismissing him. You're not listening. And maybe people just need to learn how to listen better. And no, I'm not supporting Donald Trump. I'm not supporting Kanye West. But I listen to them. I listen to people. And I make my determinations based off of that. I don't agree with anything anybody says wholeheartedly. And you shouldn't even agree with everything I say wholeheartedly. I'm just trying to be the spark, the conduit. Let you know, man. So don't be sad when this shit don't go your way. It's right. The writing is right there in front of you. These people is petrified. They don't want this man to win. And you got to ask yourself why. Maybe he about to put out something we need to know. And he's been doing it. Calling out these big ass agencies that ain't got our proper interests. Just taking advantage of our corporation here in America. Because we ain't no country anyway. We an experiment. The melting pot. So my ancestors was either here or was brought here and built this motherfucker. So we need to take pride in this shit, y'all. Fuck the fact that history has told us they ain't treated us right here, man. We got great history here. And we built a lot of this shit. And we invented a lot of this shit. And still to this day. And the culture, all that. And even the politics and all that. It's just not told and we just don't know it. Damn, Republican Party was started by black people. A lot of the first congressmen or senators was black. You know what I mean? Like we just don't be knowing these things. Damn, KKK came from the Democrats. You know what I mean? But look at CushionChemtrails.com, man. I'm not here to campaign for nobody, and I ain't got no cape on for nobody. Don't get me fucked up. I'm Buck Ballsy. I'm campaigning for me and my family. And CushionChemtrails.com is where you find me. All right? Holla. Peace.